get watery from. Couldn't do it quite. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Got to turn off my Wi-Fi. So as I was saying, I was wearing both because I woke up around 6:30 this morning. Then got ready, ate breakfast. Left the house by 7:30 so I could get here walking by 8:30 for work. And it was cold this morning, but what is I'm thinking of? Oh, so, but now, I was wearing it because I wore my sweater pretty much almost the whole morning because it was just a little bit cool inside of the building, not too cold. So I get outside and I'm feeling like it's gonna be pretty warm. Yeah, it's pretty warm. I take it off and then step out into the bright sun from the shade back over there under the building, and whoo, it's warm enough that I'm probably got a drop or two of sweat. Anyways, this Let's Talk isn't going to be focused on one specific topic. It's kind of a few topics, kind of some thoughts and things, stuff, updates to other videos and stuff like that. So, we'll start off with the topics that are kind of the title of the video. So, first topic is, feliz cumpleaños. Happy birthday, no feliz cumpleaños. So, if you're not familiar, feliz cumpleaños is happy birthday in Spanish. And at the dollar store, we just happen to have some balloons that say feliz cumpleaños on them. Or cumpleaños. I think I'm saying that right. Feliz cumpleaños. Happy birthday. So, the big thing, one thing about, we have numbers on balloons so that you can, you know which ones. You look at the balloons up on the wall and you say, I like 201. 201 is a flower balloon, or 376. And there's actually 3 different 201s. Same number, different color, but they're all flowers. And same thing with the Feliz Cumpleaños, which I believe is 247. That one, there's like 2 or 3 different circles with patterns on them, and then a star, and they all say Feliz Cumpleaños. And the thing that's interesting to me is the first time that this kind of sort of happened, it was several months ago. There was a Spanish guy buying balloons. He was obviously buying balloons for a birthday party. So I showed him, because it's not up on the wall yet, but I showed him that we do have some Feliz Cumpleaños balloons. And so he said, yes, one that and one happy birthday. So I didn't ask him anything or say anything, but it kind of has me wonder, why do you want specifically a happy birthday? And today, what happened was they were buying the Spider-Man balloon. That one's changed. It used to be blue color on the outside with Spider-Man in the middle. Now it's red outside with blue in the middle, but it doesn't say happy birthday. So we got that, and he said, yeah, and it doesn't say happy birthday, and okay. But I showed the Spanish lady today the Feliz Cumpleaños balloon, and she's like, oh yeah, one of those. And she says to her husband, something Feliz Cumpleaños balloon. And he's like, oh, no Feliz Cumpleaños, happy birthday. So again, there's kind of sort of a push towards having it be happy birthday, not Feliz Cumpleaños. And I'm kind of curious as to why. I'm going to ask like a few of my friends who speak Spanish or know Spanish, or are Spanish actually, and see if they have any ideas. But I'm kind of guessing that, in English, maybe because we're in America, try to speak English more. Whoa. Can I show you guys? Check out. Tried to be conspicuous there, but he had some of the front slots on his grill were different colors, like he used different pieces for them or something. I don't know if you guys saw that, but so, yes, Feliz Cumpleaños. So, my guess is they just want, I'm going to take one of these out, because since I'm not listening to music, I might as well be a little more aware of my surroundings. There we go. So yeah, since they are, since they're in America, they kind of want something American, something English, so they're going to pick the option happy birthday, not Feliz Cumpleaños. That's my guess. Oh, also, I did a test off before I was recording, or going live with this, and I found that at this distance, this microphone, like the volume of my voice, was about the same as this microphone that I'm using right now. you guys can hear me. And um, but this one sounded slightly better. There was a little bit more bass, a little more of the deep end of my voice. So here's a demonstration. Phones, microphones. They sound okay. They work. But this one sounds slightly better. So now on to the next topic of who will pay. When white people come into the store and they buy stuff, they just get up to the front and somebody is paying. Their items run through and one person pays. It's already pre-designated who's going to pay. Every once in a while I do get where, no, I'll pay for it. Oh, you don't have to, Mom. No, I want to help you guys out. I'll pay for it. Oh, thank you. Or, no, don't. Not very often, but last time that I had white people kind of discussing who was going to pay, that was like probably 3 months ago. So it's not very common. It is a little more common amongst kids. Like, and hey, you're going to buy your own stuff with your allowance money. Oh, but Dad, do I? Nope, yep. Or like, nope, you only have this much money. You can only buy that with comments. Happy birthday from England at 7:30 p.m. my time. Thank you, good life. It's not my birthday, but we are talking about feliz cumpleaños. So, yes. But, hey, that works. Happy birthday to whoever. It will actually be my birthday in... when? So, April 25. So, we're October, November, December, January, February, March. So about 6 months it'll be my birthday, about half a year. But hey, cool. So anyways, so yeah, it's more common amongst kids to have slight argument or talk with their parents about who's gonna pay when they kind of don't want to spend their money when they're doing allowance money. And that one, I haven't seen that one happen in like a little while. But hey. But amongst Spanish people, I'm trying to learn Spanish. Like, I've got Duolingo, and it's working out pretty good if I remember to log on for 5 minutes every day. That's my goal, but I don't. So, I know a little bit of Spanish. But here's the thing with the Spanish people. I don't understand them, but a lot of times with Spanish people, the exchange kind of goes something like this. They get up to the front, and one person, probably the mom or whatever, or the friend, they're basically like, here, let me pay for yours. No, you don't have to pay for mine. I have money, I can pay for mine. No, let me pay for it. Nope, not gonna let you do it. Don't wanna let you pay for my stuff. No, I want to pay for it. I want to help you. And, okay, fine. Half and half? Okay, yeah, sure. I'll pay half, you pay half. Or, oh, fine. You can pay yourself if you want to. Last time I saw this, it was with, he was Spanish, but he obviously, grew up around here. He spoke very, very good English. Went to an English school, I'm sure. And it was his grandma, and she wanted to pay for him. And he was like, no, you don't have to pay. No, I want to pay. I'm going to pay for you. And so then I was kind of like, after a minute or so of them kind of talking, he's like, so I'm guessing it's with the way the conversation, or the argument, quote unquote, went. So I'm guessing she's gonna pay for it, scan it with her order, and he's like, yeah, I guess. So I don't know why. It makes me wonder why why do they do stuff like, why do the Spanish people have kind of arguments or kind of bicker about who's gonna pay? I wonder what this is. Looks like maybe some sort of powdered rock and some other thing. I was almost going to say like a nut or a seed or something, because it's like could be a brown outer shell and then the white inside of the nut or seed. Anyways, so other thing too, we're going to talk a little bit more about recycling. I found out sadly that the 10-cent bags that you can buy if you want a bag at Savers, they're paper bags. They're not they're not reusable, which I was unaware that paper bags cost anything. But apparently, obviously they cost something for the company, and same with plastic. But companies, you know, they just cover stuff in there. Huh. We have a shoe on the ground here. Little kid's shoe. There's also that table and chairs over there, which I thought this would be an interesting place to eat and do a food review. Like, there's nothing stopping me from doing it. I mean, there's Baskin Robbins right over there, so technically I could go all the way out into the bushes and the table and eat my ice cream if I wanted to. So that's kind of sad, but hey, reduce plastic, sure. One of my coworkers pointed out, and this is a guy who he has a lot of interesting things to say. If you see this, you probably won't, but if you do see this, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying you have a lot of interesting things to say, but some of the times, you know, some of it doesn't sound like quite true, or I'm kind of wondering if that's actually a true fact or not. You're not kind of sure about it, but he says stop plastic, and then end up tearing down more trees and whatnot, and problems that way with having more carbon in the air that's not getting eaten up. To that I say corn plastic. Or also more responsible logging. Like, I don't know all the details behind it. I don't know if there is a way to keep up with the demand for paper. But there's that. There's also, I've heard about from a customer, really nice guy. His mom has some compressed paper, fork, knives, and spoons from fast food restaurant. I forget where they are. And you can like wash them in the dishwasher even. That's interesting. Also sounds like it kind of sort of defeats the purpose of disposable. I mean, I get because it's compressed paper, it's going to be relatively cheap to make, and then from there you can, I don't know, use it. And the reusable part, interesting, but also I'm sure, because we're talking paper, it should biodegrade definitely faster than plastic. So there's some options there. What else am I thinking of? Oh, there was something else I was thinking of. But so that's great. There's corn plastic. Seems like I heard about some other renewable source. But either way, I am wholeheartedly glad that we are trending away from plastic. If you haven't seen my other videos talking about recycling, you should go check those out. One of the things I mentioned is there's a clip. If you guys want, I will see if I can find it, and then I'll put the link down in the description after this is done. But I've seen a clip of this kid who's floating in a boat on a river that's completely covered with garbage. Like, you can't see the river. All you see is different cups and cans and whatnot floating by his boat. And hey, I'm just headed to my house, but I'm fine walking. Yeah. So that was a former coworker. Yeah. And you know, I actually would have taken the ride, except for somebody's books of human anatomy. Anyways, yeah, so I would have taken the ride. It was very nice of her to offer, but you know, I want to finish this talk for you guys. So anyways, what am I and he was just in there fishing out plastic bottles and cans that he could go take to recycle and make some money off of. Which, that actually sounds, aside from it being kind of maybe dirty and gross, and the fact that there's so much garbage and that's sad, it actually sounds kind of cool to have like so much of it at your disposal. Which also makes me think, like, imagine if somehow you just inherited an old abandoned metal factory, or maybe not a metal factory, but like a recycling place where you take the garbage to get it dumped off so they can crush it and send it off to get recycled. I don't know why we're saying happy birthday, guys. It's not my birthday, okay? But it is, that's the first topic of the video. If you haven't seen feliz cumpleaños, or happy birthday, no feliz cumpleaños, then you need to go check that part out to see why, okay? I didn't think about that. It's not bad, but it's not my birthday. So go check that out at the beginning of the video, Colby. Anyways, So if you inherited that, that'd be quite a bit of money if you had just a big huge pile of metal. And we do metal recycling. So when is my birthday? I mentioned this. I'll say it again. I don't mind saying it. April 25 is my birthday. So we have about 6 months. That seems like something that you should know. But then again, I don't know if he saw the video or not. And it's a small little thing. Honestly, I don't even know exactly when, like, my friends... What? Someone hung a hot glue gun off of the fence. Why? So, what am I thinking of? Yep, so, there's that recycling thing. We got 2 watching. Hey, guys. April 25th is National Cheesecake Day. Oh, I didn't know that. And actually, I don't like cheesecake. I've tried it once. It was just way too rich and creamy. I don't like the taste of cream. Or creamy texture sometimes. Like, ice cream is fine if it has a nice creamy smooth texture to it. But when it tastes like cream, that's when it kind of gets gross. So, yeah. If you guys want to eat raspberry cheesecake on my birthday, sure, go ahead. But especially raspberry cheesecake. Ooh, also, Ryan got Red Dead Redemption 2. I will comment on that. That's something I probably won't play that game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really play a lot of super violent video games, for one thing. I mean, there's Survivor, and I do play some of it, but not a lot, and those game series haven't just, like, really interested me, sort of. I mean, I've seen trailers for it, and it looks like it could have an interesting story, but not enough to actually, like, buy the game and play it. You know, probably won't buy another game for a long time, because I bought Minecraft, and that's going to suit me for quite a while. I love Minecraft. And it's actually a really popular thing. This is something I can mention on here. Probably mention it again when I do Minecraft again next. But that one night where I was streaming and 15 people were watching, and then it kind of cut out. I did come back on and do a little more, but it was still having problems. And someone commented it was frozen. So I stopped for the night because our internet's having problems. But when we had that 1 to 15 people watching, 400 views have amassed on that video. That's not my most viewed video on the channel, but it's got quite a bit of views on there compared to recent videos. Like, recently, a good video view is around 20 views or so. Oh. Starbursts. But I've got some at home. I'll leave them for somebody else to find. So, let's see, what else can I cover in this that's happened that I thought was interesting recently. We've covered paying. We've covered feliz cumpleaños. We've covered we've covered recycling. Anything else I want to say about recycling? I can't really think of anything recycling. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about some games now and stuff. Well, that's kind of come. There was... I can't remember if it was Battlefield or if it was Call of Duty. But there was one of those games that looked interesting because of some of the trailers. Like, I remembered when the trailers came out, I really like these almost open world type games. Like, that's the reason I love Minecraft. It's an open world sandbox exploration. I like games that have lots of different combinations and things that can happen, like this game. And like a lot of the trailers, one guy, he said, so I was running away from this guy in a tank, and then he shot at me, and he missed, and he blew a hole in the side of the building, and so I ran through that hole, and then he fired again and missed me again, and it made another hole, and so I kept on going all the way through this strip mall. Or, like, another video where, so we rode the elevator to the top, and we're up there with my group. And then all of a sudden, the enemy comes up the elevator riding a four-wheeler, and we started shooting at him. And so the driver got scared, and he drove out the window. And the driver crashed and died, but the other guy was able to jump off and parachute to safety. And there is also something about someone like jumping onto a helicopter and taking it over. We have a comment from Colby. I don't think it's a coincidence that your highest YouTube live viewership video came after you bought Minecraft. I don't know. Could be coincidence, could not be. There is also I have added a I believe Minecraft. Oh, wow. I really need to look, because I think some of the recent streams that I've done, they're like, what am I thinking of? They probably have the Minecraft tag under them, because I've tagged Minecraft as the game. I need to go and check that. That's something that I forget to do. I'm good at remembering the title now. I remember to go on and modify the title. I just need to remember that if my browser page has been open on the live stream page for several hours or so, I should probably refresh it. Otherwise, it won't update. So I need to remember that. And I need to remember to see if I have it, what category I have it under, and what game I have it under. Actually, you know, with most of my videos that go up, I don't even check the category, and they're all wrong. So, that might be something for a very trusted person to go and do. Actually, there might be a way to add a second person to be able to modify video stuff. Because I know that you can have someone to watch comments and stuff like that. But that'll be something I'll have to see. You know? Maybe see if my mom wants to do that or something. You know, just say, hey, Mom. You know, if you want to help me with something, this is if you want to. It's not I want you to. But if you want to, here's something you can do. Just log on, go through and put them in the right category, which I wonder how much that helps. Yeah, I need to get better at that. I've been doing this for years, and I probably got millions of videos in the wrong category. Especially since it's not like a forefront obvious thing. I think category might even be under a separate tab now. My goodness. Oh boy. And I showed a license plate, but that's pretty bad damage. I wonder how bad it is to show license plates. Because, like, there's the modifying the language a bit. There's the bad word car mods on Reddit. Sometimes there are license plates shown in the thing, but most of the time people blur them out. So I wonder how bad it is. What else can I say? So, yeah, we got a fire truck here. That's not great. 2 reasons. One, it makes it a little bit harder to see cars down that way for crossing. And 2, well, who knows what's going on. Let's see here. Okay, we got a car coming that way. I'm more cautious. I've noticed lately that it's sometimes not just the amount of traffic, but also I'm just more cautious when doing this. So, you know, I maybe could have made it in that time, but because one thing that kind of bothers me a lot of times is you have, what am I thinking of? It's like you still have to wait like 5 seconds or so for the cars to pass by. Let's go. But in the amount of time, because in the amount of time that it takes for you to cross, you know, you would bump into each other, they'd hit you. So you have to wait for them, but it still takes 5 seconds for them to pass. That kind of sort of bothered me a bit sometimes, but now I'm realizing too that I'm also a little more cautious when it comes to crossing the street. We have a lot of shoe prints on the bottom there. Cool. Well, we'll see you later, Colby. I'm going to be wrapping this up soon anyways, too. Kind of run out of thoughts and things to say. What else? I can show you guys the mountain out there. Looks nice. Nice trees around, some red. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this one. I can say there will be more, there will be more stuff. There will be more Let's Talks like this where I'm kind of recapping older topics and kind of adding details to them and stuff like that. So that will be a thing too. Oh, this is an if somebody asks, okay? But if you guys ask, I can tell you about a special something coming up. Right, never mind, sorry, nope. I shouldn't do that. I am pretty bad at, like, keeping secrets and hiding stuff, and so I'm gonna do my best, and I'm not gonna say anything about this. I've got 2 videos I need to upload that I haven't. Kind of in that state where I kind of sort of don't want to, but I should. Oh, we have a dead bee. Yes, I'm a tease, sort of. Here's the thing. I was actually legitimately thinking about if somebody asked, I could tell them about a special secret coming up that was mentioned in another video that's actually not even live yet. But then I realized that I really am notorious at it. I'm always trying to like sneak hints or give people guesses as to what their Christmas present is. And I need to stop. I need to be able to just hold it in and say, no more. But, I remembered some other topics to talk about. So, and these are some really cool topics that, here, you know what? I'm going to cut and I'm going to come back and give a new title because these kind of sort of deserve their own little vid. So I'll be back in just a few seconds. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked the video. And, if you want to see more.